The earth trembled, and Myanmar shuddered. On March 28, 2025, a monstrous earthquake, registering a terrifying 7.7 on the Richter scale, ripped through the heart of Myanmar. The epicenter, near the bustling city of Mandalay, became the heart of a tragedy. Buildings crumbled, roads buckled, and bridges swayed precariously, severing lifelines. The impact was immediate and devastating. News trickled in from the affected regions, painting a grim picture of destruction and despair. The death toll climbed with each passing hour, a stark testament to nature's raw power. As dust settled, the true extent of the catastrophe began to unfold. The initial tremors had left an indelible scar on Myanmar, claiming over 1,600 lives and leaving thousands more missing. The once familiar cityscape transformed into a labyrinth of rubble and debris. Hospitals, pushed to their limits, struggled to cope with the influx of injured. Fear and uncertainty gripped the nation, as the scale of the disaster became agonizingly clear. The earthquake's tremors reverberated beyond Myanmar's borders, reaching neighboring Thailand with terrifying force. In Bangkok, the bustling capital, a high-rise construction site crumbled under the seismic waves. The collapse trapped workers beneath tons of concrete, turning a symbol of progress into a scene of devastation. As rescue teams raced against time, the death toll continued to rise, adding to the collective grief that blanketed the region. The earthquake, a stark reminder of nature's capricious power, left Myanmar grappling with an unprecedented crisis. The nation found itself at a crossroads, facing the daunting task of rebuilding lives, infrastructure, and hope from the ruins. The road to recovery promised to be long and arduous, fraught with challenges that tested the limits of human resilience. In the face of unimaginable devastation, a wave of human compassion surged through the affected regions. Rescue efforts, a desperate race against time, commenced amidst the ruins. First responders, many of them local volunteers, sprang into action, their courage fueled by a shared sense of duty. With limited equipment and fueled by sheer willpower, they dug through the rubble, their hands raw, their spirits unyielding. Every life saved, a victory against the odds. Navigating the treacherous landscape of collapsed buildings and shattered roads proved to be a monumental challenge. Damaged infrastructure hampered rescue operations, turning the journey to affected areas into a logistical nightmare. Roads, once lifelines connecting communities, lay in ruins, impeding the movement of essential supplies and personnel. Communication lines, vital for coordination, remained disrupted, adding another layer of complexity to the already challenging situation. Amidst the chaos, the spirit of humanity shone through. Ordinary citizens, transformed into extraordinary heroes, took it upon themselves to assist in any way they could. Stories of courage and selflessness emerged, neighbors saving neighbors, strangers sharing food and water, and communities coming together to support those who had lost everything. The resilience of the human spirit, so often tested in the face of adversity, became a beacon of hope in these dark times. Time, however, remained the greatest adversary. With each passing hour, the chances of finding survivors dwindled. Yet, the rescue teams pressed on, their determination unwavering. They knew that beneath the rubble, hope flickered, and they clung to the belief that even in the darkest of times, miracles could happen. The earthquake's devastating blow landed upon a nation already grappling with internal strife. Myanmar's ongoing civil conflict, a festering wound on the nation's soul, cast a long shadow over the disaster response. The conflict, marked by deep-seated divisions and mistrust, complicated rescue and relief efforts, adding a tragic dimension to an already dire situation. Access to affected areas, particularly those under the control of armed groups, became a point of contention, hindering the delivery of vital aid. The political complexities of the situation presented a unique set of challenges. The National Unity Government, Myanmar's shadow government, declared a partial ceasefire, a glimmer of hope in the midst of turmoil. Their aim, to facilitate the flow of humanitarian aid, was met with cautious optimism. However, the military junta's response remained uncertain, a source of anxiety in a nation yearning for unity in the face of adversity. The presence of armed groups in some of the worst-hit areas added another layer of complexity to the rescue operations. Aid organizations, accustomed to navigating challenging environments, found themselves treading cautiously, their movements restricted by security concerns. The safety of aid workers became paramount as they braved not only the physical dangers of the disaster zone, but also the ever-present threat of violence. The earthquake, in a tragic twist of fate, exposed the fragility of peace and the deep-seated divisions that continue to plague Myanmar. It served as a stark reminder that even in the face of shared suffering, the scars of conflict can run deep, hindering the very efforts aimed at healing and rebuilding. Amidst the ruins and despair, stories of hope and resilience emerged. Local shared sense of loss and determination rallied together, offering support and solace to one another. Their spirit, unbroken by tragedy, served as a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. These acts of profound became beacons of hope, illuminating the path towards recovery. The international community, responding to Myanmar's plight, extended a hand of friendship and support, aid in various forms, a testament to the shared humanity that transcended borders. India, a close neighbor, dispatched military transport aircraft laden with medical personnel, essential supplies, and a message of solidarity. Too extended its support, sending convoys of trucks carrying shelter, medical equipment, and the promise of assistance. Russia, heeding the call for help, joined the ranks of nations offering assistance. With specialized skills and equipment, arrived on the scene, ready to navigate the treacherous terrain and contribute their expertise to the ongoing efforts. Their presence, a symbol of global unity, under times of crisis, the world stands together. The outpouring of international support offered a ray of hope to a nation grappling with an unprecedented disaster. It served as a powerful reminder that compassion and solidarity can prevail, offering solace and strength to those in need. As Myanmar embarks on the long and arduous journey of rebuilding, it does so with the knowledge that it is not alone, that in any way it can.